The Corporate Sector Authority has claimed to cause a ballet against not the Empire, but against me, a Moff of the Imperial Navy. They claim the Sixth Fleet, my fleet, has attacked Corpo assets and have returned in kind, and they have laid siege to the world of Liana. This tale is of course false. The siege is real, but their reasoning. From what I can tell, they have made arrangements with the upper layers of Imperial Fleet Comm. The Order of Moffs have avoided my hollow messages and have created a dead zone for Imperial communications in this region. How foolish. The world they claim I've attacked was holding nothing but pirates, and they must have misunderstood the reasoning for claiming the world. It was Vader. He was on the surface. Now they've made two mistakes. Liana isn't just some remote world under my control, it's a location of my most veteran commanders, who have held that world for the last few years, heroically. I've made it a personal task that each of my ground commanders do a tour on that world for valuable experience, and it's constantly seen action. Those who perform well have been rewarded greatly. There is no garrison more loyal, and they will not fall easily. Reports have already arrived that Liana still stands after a massive siege. How sad such well-laid plans and bare ambition has failed them. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shaq here, and welcome back to Empire at War, Forces of Corruption, playing the fantastic mod Awakening of the Rebellion. All right, we're back into it. Last week was a bit of a surprise, or last episode, because the Corporate Sector Authority, way over out here, has awoken. Now, we've been kind of spying on them for a while over at Telos. I don't know why I just assumed they were gonna move in from this direction if they woke up. And I'll be fair, I didn't think they were going to. I thought they were gonna stay quiet or they were going to attack another faction. But of course, we are kind of connected by this little mini hyperlane, the white line. I can't remember what the white line means. I think it means it's a more established lane, or it's a trade connection. So if you like own these, maybe you make more income. Let's turn on all the things. Maybe we'll get Mr. President or one of the devs to pop into the comment section of this video and they'll answer that question. What does the white line mean? In this context for the mod. Now, they hit us hard. Liana was one of the coolest sieges. We actually lost the majority of our ground troops, but we have an outpost, so we're looking pretty good there. I did read your guys' comments. Many of you were like, don't abandon that world. You've held it. They've held the line. Upgrade the barracks and start getting stormtroopers. So let's do it. Turn on my game sound here a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. And I mean, they did start the fight. And the plan was to rush down to Hoth and begin the invasion down here. We needed to get Vader down here. We needed Ozzel to do our quest, which is the hunt, because we're hunting for the Rebel Command. Shed had his plan to take down the Rebel leadership down here to kind of force a promotion and to gain influence and power. But now he's got the war against Corpsec. So how are we gonna deal with this? Well, I love the idea that we rescued Vader, and he's just looking for a fight. It was gonna be the rebels, but now there's a fight much closer. And many of you mentioned, Shaq, go for the wheel already. You guys were talking about like the wheel is good money, it's the gambling sector, you can really get the income really high there, which I agree with you. We did actually own it early in the game. We did do a rush out here to Liana, and we owned these worlds until the rebellion caused us trouble, and the Black Sun caused us trouble. So I'm thinking we burn our way all the way to Liana and reinforce the fleet that's there and take down the Corporate Sector Authority's battle group before they have a chance to be even more of a problem, before they can get those ground forces. Let's go ahead and resume the game. Let's turn on all the things and let's get the fleet ready to move out. Wait for it, turn off the filter. I love that the filters work. Like, I know this update's been out for a little while now, but the fact that we can use the filters with the game unpaused, like that's something that wasn't a thing for the longest time. Our ground forces are here, though we should have had, go ahead and resume, we should have reinforcements en route. A bunch of snipers were supposed to be on the way, and some, are they already here? We have one sniper group and then two more, but those aren't snipers, those are commandos. And we were also supposed to have some of our battle bots. Where are our dark troopers? Yeah, they must still be en route. Is that you guys? Yeah, there they are. There they are. Awesome. So they're already on the way. You know what, I could send, I have two officers that are just chilling back here. If we move them over, that's free TIE fighters as well. It's like the crusading fleet. Vader is just gathering everyone together to burn that to the ground. And I love the idea. The intro actually got me excited for this kind of storyline. Did I not turn on all things? There we go. Got me excited for this like storyline that the Moffs and corporate sector were like, no, we'll let you attack that one Moff's territory. Get rid of him for us and we'll reward you. Maybe we'll relieve some of the taxes that we've slapped you with. If you do this for us, not realizing that the planet I invaded was to rescue Vader, the right-hand man of the Emperor. We just got a mission, oh please tell me, Mechas 3. We will get a Dreadnought cruiser. Not even the advanced version, a standard Dreadnought. Is our fear level that low? We have 15 successful missions and 4 fails. Our fear level is 55. No, it's not that low, it's 55. Conquer the specified planet of Mechas 3. Oh boy, okay, Mechas 3. I swear I recently was trying to find where Mechas was for some reason. Is that in the south? Damn, I was kind of hoping it was a Corsair because that would have really played into the, no, that's Taurus. Mechas is like, well, there should be an indicator. Let's just pause and unpause. There should be a floating indicator where it's at. There's so many planets in the great Giganto map. There's Nal Hutta. One of these days, Nal Hutta. One of these days, Nal Hutta's gonna wake up and invade something. There's Manan. I know somebody's gonna be in the comment section angry typing already. How do you not know where this is? It's here, and they're gonna give me the exact position. Mechas, where's your indicator? It wouldn't be back here because we own all of the northwest sections of the map. Totally spacing on it. All right, well, anywho, we do have our objectives. I will just leave it to you guys to remind me where this there it is, Mechas. Okay, so it's kind of mid-rim-ish. It's literally on top of the mid-rim symbol. It's not that far away from our fleet that's already here, and it's a world we've already taken down the orbital. So all I would need to do is gather a ground force, which we have a fairly large garrison of worlds nearby. And if Vader is not going to join the Hoth invasion, I could actually just pull these guys back temporarily. Yeah, that wouldn't be awful. Also, let's upgrade you. No, I don't want to upgrade you. I want to give you, it sounds like we're gonna be digging in here for a little bit. So go ahead and grab that. Do you already have you didn't even have an outpost. Cancel. Get yourself an outpost. Get yourself some TIE fighters, because I'm really a big fan of TIE fighters right now. And I'm gonna move this force back to deal with that. So you come with me, head on back to here. Let's get the fleet. Who's lead fleet? We're gonna go for Mechas. I wanna win this, because I don't really care about that Dreadnought. Let's put a broadside in the fleet lead. I don't care about the Dreadnought. What I do care about is getting the fear building. What was that? Your BFF bulk freighter has been neutralized. An enemy Black Sun assassin killed him. Ah, you jerks! All right, so that fleet's on the way. Before we stop, I want to give orders to Vader's. Your troops aren't here yet, are they? Oh, they are here. Yeah, they're here. Okay, cool. So let's just organize you guys a little bit before this fight starts. I imagine they've got. I might even be able to start this fight. Can I before the fleet arrives? There may not be a space station, so there might actually be a starting battle. Begin the battle. All right, so this is the world where they had an absolute ton of rocket troops, and we did an initial like scouting probe, killed a large portion of them through a bombing run and a lot of suppression fire. And some grenade launchers from the ATST.
Choose your reinforcements.
But we know. Let's get some commandos in here.
Received.
Dual storm commandos. Let's go really high-end infantry platoons. Dark troopers. We're going very heavy infantry. Vader, because he wants to break them. And then we'll bring in our freebies. We'll bring in our freebie commander TIE fighter group. Let's go for another, ooh, we're gonna be hurting actually for anti-vehicle capability. Well, let's keep going with infantry. And we'll bring in some missiles.
Capacity.
Look at this army. This is the most elite ground force, other than the fact that I brought in regulars. I should have brought in suppression teams. That would have been really nice.
Awaiting
And then the
order.
501st should have mixed in medics, right? Yeah. And then ties. I want you guys to break off to the north because there is something up there, and I'd like to know what it is. Got a number of civilian installations,
Enemy
Commander.
forces ahead.
Wait, never mind. We're seeing a flat cannon.
Ties reporting
Somehow we're still alive.
for the Empire.
All right, fly off and over the water source before that flat cannon actually manages to hit. And there's a bunker here. We're gonna kill that flat cannon.
What is that?
All right, infantry. Yeah, if we have the opportunity to kill that flat cannon, we're doing it.
A bigger fool than I thought.
All right, Vader, there's no need to be mean. How dare you? Head towards the waterfront.
Engines
A
activated.
little bit, actually no, just head straight to the waterfront. Oh, this is cool. They've got like Action 4s in the water. They've got a YT over here. They've got a full dock. Damn, the mod authors, the map makers are really skilled. This is gorgeous. I was watching, so last episode I mentioned I'm excited about Star Wars mods for Starfield. And there is a big Starfield pack that's on version 5 right now. And right now it's like major like asset replacement. There's some audio stuff. They're gonna have their own custom storyline, which they've already got some teasers for. And this is the kind of thing I imagine for like the water world in that game. It's looking pretty good though. This is gorgeous. This is really good. It makes more sense with these action ships, with the freighters. A little less for the YTs, but I'm here for it. Like these could actually sit in the water. What is this? This is I want to say this is the maintenance ship. One of the salvaging vessels. I can't think of the name of it. This is really cool though. All right, excuse me for nerding out over just this cool world. Hang on a second. Bear with me while we do the YouTuber thing and we get a sweet screenshot. TIE fighters are gonna be all over the thumbnails right now because I think they're pretty. Let's grab that. Look at it. Thumbnail, done. Gorgeous, with the city in the background. All right. Anywho, let's go ahead and continue. Who's up front? Damn, you scouts are fast. Storm Commandos. Storm Commandos are an elite scout group, special operations team. They're basically just in scout armor, but it's black. I assume there's something fancy about them. If I was running this as like a unit, I'd probably give them some kind of like overshield, almost like the old commandos from the Republic days. Looking pretty good though. And it's raining on world. Yeah, this is really expensive infantry unit.
We will at last
All right,
control
your
the
objective
galaxy.
team.
Do not fail me.
Ready for
Is there anything
command,
capturable over here?
sir. Ion engines primed.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Squadron
Could you
standing by.
imagine if these were units that you could use in ground battles?
Deploying squadron.
Like if you could bring in a Gazanti as like a ground transport that could move this entire battalion.
I have no interest in your feelings.
I don't know how balanced that could be. Oh, you poor bastards. What are you doing? Copy your ability, make everybody stronger, and then run away, and I want you in here. You are no longer to be used. The rest of you, this should be something very easy for you to kill. There you go. Now take out that. That unit that I just hit, if you didn't know what that was the commander unit. That's how we got our free TIE fighters. If we lose this unit, we lose the whole thing. But if you keep him alive, and be careful because he likes to be on point for some reason, even though he doesn't have that much health. It's a very small modeled unit, meaning the modeled number is really low, so they don't have a lot of health.
Dark side.
Well done, team. Wait, what are we shooting at? What are we throwing? Walls? We still killing walls? Okay.
You can distract them for us. Moving to secondary
You'll
position.
lose them really quickly, but if you can keep them alive, like say shove them in a bunker, right? You get free ties every time you bring them in, which is pretty nice. It's a great way of scouting. That's what I use them for. There is a capture zone up here that should give us 10 build cap. I still kind of want to explore some more, so let's bring our group of ties to the south and just see what's going on over here.
Moving out.
Because remember, there are units that can travel over water, so they could hide fun things on the edge of the map if they wanted to that was like capturable. We've got a turbo laser. We've got like a small Imperial installation on a hillside. We probably don't want to sit here taking these hits, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Honestly, ties from commanders like that are really only useful for scouting. Ow, 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 because they die so easily. They're really good for scouting, and then the commander themselves, if you're willing to risk them, give the field command ability, which increases the rate of fire of all friendly units, which is pretty good. Please don't die. So I was complaining about not having enough anti-vehicle weapons, right? So there's a couple of options here. We could bring in a Dark Trooper company, which would go with the theme, or we could bring in missile troops, our elite armored shock troopers. What the hell are we shooting at up there? They've like clear cut this area. I'm guessing they're getting free units from the dwelling, right? Yeah, they are. I mean, Dark Trooper, I waited for you guys to get here for so long, I might as well bring you in. We'll get one group of you and one group of...
Reinforcements canceled.
One group of shock troops. Anti-personnel covert operations. Yeah, let's go for missiles.
Maximum unit capacity.
Missiles are a go. Let's bring you in. Are you getting harassed by a T-47? It's kind of funny if you are. You kind of are, and I do want to move you up here because your boost. Let's give you group number 2. Oh, also, that's kind of cool. Didn't even realize that. Not going to heal a ton, but they do have a medic in their teams. So if you can keep them from, you know, just getting gibbed right away, that's not bad. Wait, there's a capturable down here? That's a capturable turbo laser. If we have to hold this world, we need to turn this into a little fortress. I need to build these up. That's quite cool. And like rush units over here and hold the fortress. Oh, there's their ion cannon. Huh. All right, team, let's move you out. Group 2, where are you at?
En route.
Yeah, keep getting your medic to do work.
You are a bigger fool.
I'm gonna run up here and stop their reinforcements, and then we'll move in. You can see the Stormtrooper sergeants with their little arm piece, shoulder pad, the little shoulder pad rank thing. Take them out. Whack. Oh my god.
You could distract him.
Which one of you did whatever that was? See, now this is how it should be. Vader taking point, because he's just too eager. Running up the switchback. It's a gorgeous map. That is really cool. That is really cool.
We will at last
Let's
control
go.
the galaxy.
Another group of militia for whoever that is. I don't recognize that militia unit.
At last.
That's a rebel unit? All right, bombardment's online.
Come with me.
This looks like some kind of depot. That's neat. Which is funny, because I actually have this model on my tabletop. Oh, public service announcement for you tabletop players that I know are in the viewership.
Support order acknowledged.
So Discord has changed how they operate URLs, right? And if you upload stuff to Discord, and they're randomizing their URL links. So let's say you upload an image of a character picture, and you upload it to Discord, and then you use that link to host the image for your tabletop. I have done this. I don't recommend doing this. I knew I shouldn't have done it when I did it, but I did it, and now I'm living with the consequences of it, because now they've randomized those links. They no longer work on Tabletop Simulator. Do not do that. It'll only last a couple of days. You're gonna have to use like a cloud system, or Tabletop Simulator's built-in one. So I've done a few videos over the years of using TTS, Tabletop Simulator, wonderful Steam piece of software to run your tabletop games. I still think it's great. It's just that's one of the limitations that will break your tables. It won't break them where you can't load them. It just means that you won't be able to see those images.
I have no
Great piece of kit.
interest in your feelings.
Are we literally at the rebel camp? Did we just walk through the back door? We totally did. Begin bombardment. That is their encampment. That means we'll stop their reinforcements as the battle progresses. I wonder if they rush down to here and secure this, because there's no way. There's our bombardments. I think our commander is being beat up right now. Let me get you back up, Ties. I need you to intercept this. I know you're badly damaged right now. Infantry.
Still serve me.
The bombardment's going well. The missiles. Damn, tier 3 missiles range is nuts. That's so good. Let's go ahead and move up to the manufacturing base. Ooh, is that a new model for the manufacturing base? Interesting. God, I think this map is gorgeous. Runs well too, for all the stuff that's going on it.
At last.
I need sight of a target. Ties are dogfighting a snowspeeder. Snowspeeders are so funny to me.
Awaiting orders.
They're cheap.
Let's move.
That's why they're effective. Because they're cheap
The dark
and they're
side
fast.
is your ally.
They can't go into space. And if you've seen Obi-Wan, for some reason, they're like a clown car. You can just pile people into them. I will never stop complaining about that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Like, all this stuff you could have used. Why did you use that? Why did you choose that? Oh, man. Good grief. Look at the Dark Troopers. It's so funny. So the Dark Troopers have this as an ability. They can deploy, right? Where their little wings open up, their little shoulders open up, and they get micro rockets. They become turrets. What are we looking at here?
Bidding?
They have, oh, there's their shield generator. Oh man, on top of a hill too. That's really cool because you can defend it. You can actually set up defenses. Those missiles must have been going for the air units. Let's go ahead and bring the ties in. You can help me start knocking this health down. There are no, oh yeah, get over here. Like, get over here right now. Missiles, switch your targets to this, please. Actually, just have you all fire.
Not fail me.
Missiles take a moment to reload. It will pierce the shields, but there aren't any more. Poor rebels.
Victory is imminent.
You're fast. Should have moved earlier. Vader's just like, no big deal. Oh, you know what? Hey, you guys, come up here. Do that thing that you do. And then we'll get them up there, and then we'll deploy them. Take out the shield generator and power down all of their turrets. That's a little landing animation. All right, begin the bombardment. Whack. Holy crap. We did a raid a while back when we first got the arc hammer. And I don't remember them doing that much damage, but then I may not have deployed them. Ooh, here's a great opportunity to see what their range is like. So they're on top of this hill. Ah, they're redeploying. They operate like artillery. If you tell them to move to engage, now they're using their cannons. Deploy though. Is your cannon and your shoulders the same range? Yeah, so they don't fire any kind of rocket unless they're deployed.
I
Gotcha.
have no interest in your feelings.
There's still a light vehicle alive?
Commander.
Bombers.
All right, ties have been issued to move in.
Awaiting
Of
your
course,
orders.
all TIE fighters
Yes,
are dead
Commander.
at the moment.
Order.
Commencing bombing run.
Our bombing run is en route. Great opportunity to see this gorgeous map.
Enemies in range.
Yeah, it looks good. I like the little, they've obviously built up these little neighborhoods
Targets engaged.
using some kit bashing, and I think it looks great. Drop, drop, drop. Nah, they got out. They got out. All right, ground forces. They were smart enough to just move out of the way. I'm gonna order you to just attack, move this direction.
Emperor wants to execute them personally.
What are we lobbing missiles
Back you
at?
up.
What did we just try to, the walls? It was the walls. All right, so our ground forces are all on the move. Kind of sucks for us too because our, oh, there's the missiles against the tanks. Good hits. And of course, we're gonna keep moving forward, so we're gonna get those grenades in range. Oh man. The turret on there. See, Battlefront, you could have been so much cooler if you had vehicles like that, right? Open maps, kind of old school, driving around with your buddy up in the hatch, firing away, instead of those awful linear maps that the EA Battlefront, like, mid-2000s had. I was not a fan. All right, take him down. Nice.
What is thy bidding? Come with
Nice,
me.
nice, nice. I heard it did get better, but just didn't grab me. Can we just cap this? Like, Vader, just move up.
At last,
Get within cap range. Give them nothing.
you will be destroyed by the
We'll kill
dark
this.
side.
Vader might not be able to capture. Yeah, he's capping. Okay. See how it's changing colors to gray? Now green? I guess we are green. We have eyes on all enemy forces. So interesting. The neighborhoods, the streets are lined up with defenses, and I just went around. And no, I did not do that on purpose. Let me guess. There's like 2 units hiding out.
Come with me.
Come with me.
You know what we can probably do? Give me the
a target.
scouts.
Moving out.
No, I want both
You will
scouts.
at last control the
I await your
galaxy.
instructions. Need something destroyed?
Nope. What's the button? Nope. Nope. Shift is to get rid of them.
Have no
Is it-
interest in your failures,
Alt to grab the whole
Commander.
box.
Always ready, sir.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna double click you so we grab all of them on screen.
Yes, sir.
If I can manage it, because they're a lot faster. You guys. Oh no, this is literally the only unit. And our snipers are already dealing with it.
Where do you need me?
There's our snipers.
They'll never see it
Clear them
coming.
out. They're already actually getting in position to retreat. So, I gave them the attack order, and notice how they kept moving forward. They move, I think, to the lowest ranged weapon system, which is probably a rifle for them. 2 snipers and rifles. So, oh, there we go. We won the battle. If you get them into like the 2 sniper range, tell them to stop moving, and they'll actually use their maximum range weapons.
Planetary control achieved.
All right. What? Oh, the Mechas invasion. The fleet's arrived. Did they actually manage to get... What's going on here? They have a fleet? Really? All right then, begin the battle. I may have caught a Black Sun fleet out of position. That looked like a Dug. Like Sebulba in the icons list. No, it was a Geonosian. All right.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
Broadside cruiser reporting. Turn the music down a little bit more. Oh, broadside cruiser. You're just a bunch of missiles. Actually, in
Cruiser
this case, you
reporting.
might be considered rockets, right? Disabler. Right, it's got the fire mag pulse missile ability. And has burst concussion missiles. So how do we want to do this? I think we've got like a ship operation down here. We've got the main base. They really have dug in.
Choose your reinforcements.
And our options. This fleet isn't as stacked as you'd think. They do have the Bellator. We've got 1 battle cruiser. We've got a Victory 2. We've got a You Shall Not Escape Us interdictor. Yeah, Yeah, it's a
Awaiting your
mixed.
command.
It's a
Location
mixed
confirmed.
bag.
Advancing.
We're gonna have to use the Bellator. Let's move you up here.
Moving to coordinates.
I so preferred this thing over the SSD, over the Executor. It's more reasonable on
Star
the maps.
Destroyer
It
standing
really
by.
is. Let's move
Moving
you
to
up.
coordinates.
I'm gonna drop the battle cruiser up front.
Located the
I want to see what
enemy.
they've got. I want to get into this. Let's get
We're
some
on the
jamming
move.
capability up here. Let's get some anti-fighter work going.
Right away, Commander.
And let's get some TIE defenders.
Reinforcements
So
on
our 4 battle cruiser is going to eat a lot of hits, but it got our Bellator into firing range.
Direct
Hit his
fire
engines.
on
They have a
the
habit of
engines.
liking to turn around and run.
Your orders. We're on the
Move
move.
you up, because we're
Yes,
actually going to
Commander.
use you in this fight for direct
Awaiting
fire.
orders. Order confirmed.
We might be catching their fleet out of position. They're really spread. Okay, anti-fighter work. Get up here, get up here, get up here, get up here. I hope you can do this. I'm gonna start jamming. Yes, he's in range of the jam. Look at the missiles. They're freaking out. E-War for the win. I would brace, but you're not taking any missiles, so there's no reason to. Engage engines. Let's get you guys really moving. Hey, where is my artillery ship? What's their biggest ship in the... They're running?
Awaiting your command.
I think I want them to run. Yeah, I want them to run. It's more beneficial for me that they do. And I'm fairly certain they don't have much of a fleet. Nice. Yeah, I want them to run. Most of that would have been garrison work anyways. And I'm here for a purpose. I want this knocked out. Whew, they lost a medium pirate base on a retreat. I wonder why they fell back. Was it really worth it? All right, ground forces. Where are you guys at? I moved you up. I should have. Oh, there they are.
TIE defender standing by.
Our new TIE defender's been built. Excellent. So, Vader.
Construction complete.
Hopefully, you're not being interrupted anymore.
Upgrade complete.
The Zyzer trade system. We've also got the Doom Donut roaming around down there. We need to be careful. Careful of. I may keep your stacks separate. So, we need to choose our routes. And honestly, our routes, get over here, is going to be Vader just pressing through Roche Asteroid Field.
Complete.
Yeah, we're not screwing around, we're moving out. We're on our way, Liana system, where we may leave some of our ground forces. Hey, Mike here. Oh, that reminds me. You guys have been all about me getting that tech. That tier 5 tech. This will unlock the Imperial 3 Star Destroyer. Is that it? Is that the reason? Y'all were like, do it, you won't be disappointed. I saw a lot of comments basically saying that. All right, let's do it. What do we have? We have a group of, what in the world? Umbaran fighters, Hutt heavy bombers, gunships in this case, and a single combat freighter. It's fallen back to our beta cruiser. Why is it just one of our ships? We were blockading so they couldn't build anything here. Yeah, fall back. Ah, you didn't run, you died. Oh, that's not cool, man.
Tactical battle imminent.
There we are. Ooh, there's one of those salvage ships. Neat. We have no idea what we're in for. I don't think I can see the fleet, so it's going to be a surprise. One of the things with the Roche asteroid field is you can't see through it. And it's home to one of the better Clone Wars episodes. One of the early ones too. It's like, is it episode 1 of the Clone Wars? Where the listening post is and they introduce
We're moving out.
some of the the clones that are in the whole show. All right, anyways, we're on the move. Gorgeous. I'm real excited for X4 Star Wars mods storyline. So they talked about having their own story. Like right now, they're putting in all the ships, the weapons with each version, and I think most of that team's effort is going into updating the mod for every one of the DLCs that have been dropped. Every time they get a little progress done, it seems like another DLC for X4 Foundations comes out, and then they have to go in and make sure everything's playing nice. But they've talked about having a campaign. I still hope that's on their docket. I want to see some stories from them. You know, like a campaign. I think that'd be very, very cool.
Choose your reinforcements.
And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, the X series, great sandbox game where you can fly every ship, but you're not just flying a ship like it's Elite Dangerous. You get to build an empire. It's single player, but there's a Star Wars mod for it, and we're talking like you can stand on the bridge of an ISD that you have built, right, bought and paid for, commanding your fleet. It's very, very cool.
Roger
I've done
that.
a lot of
shortly.
videos on X3 Albion Preludes mod scene, going back a decade ago, all the way up to X4 and its various updates. Yeah, that's right. And a more recent, I think I'm gonna do a weird fleet. I think I'm gonna do a artillery focused. Move you over here so that you're a little bit more like aligned. Artillery
Advancing.
focused
Confirmed.
missile disruption.
Right away.
Vader for the buff,
Set coordinates.
right? And then Raiders
Confirmed.
to keep the fighters off
Advancing.
of us.
Confirmed. Right away.
And then Chimera. Screed is a gladiator captain, the Demolisher. I'm more interested in your Star Wings at the moment. Or we could go for full defense. Yeah, let's go for defenders.
Reinforcements en route.
Notice they don't have a carrier.
Reinforcements
I wish
en
they
route.
did, just because I'd love to have the extra.
Navigating.
Let's give you some support. And then let's go for another Wait,
Reinforcements canceled.
we're gonna do it. Let's go for the fancy one.
Combat
All
maneuvers
right.
initiated.
Here we go. Hyperspace drop. 3, 2, 1. Deploy. Very, very cool.
Moving out.
Let's get another Raider in here. This is a very high-cost fleet.
Cruiser here. There they are.
All right. And we're kind of stuck in here. Oh, if I would have gone north, I could have gotten the repair station captured. That would have been nice to fight around. Ooh, we need to move.
Reporting in.
We cannot wait.
I copy.
We need to siege this.
Form up.
We started our very first, it's actually coming out today. I'm recording it the day of the first episode drop of Sins of a Solar Empire 2. Incoming rounds, brace for impact. First cooperative campaign. I played it with a buddy of mine, Advisory.
Cruiser online.
First episode should be out
Attacking.
already, as long as I set it up right.
Systems
You guys are
online.
starting to fire your missiles,
Frequency open.
so I really want to
Roger
see
that.
how effective this is going to be. The missiles are burst fire and flying off to the middle of nowhere.
Firing on the missile.
I want you guys to require,
Destroyer here.
and I want you firing at this as well. And I want one of you disruption missiles target the, what the hell? There we go.
Enemies in range.
You may fire your disruption missiles, but you can get a lock. That first episode's out though. Super fun. It feels good being back into Sins. All right, boys.
Awaiting command.
All starfighters, actually all units. I'm gonna give you tech move order.
Confirmed.
You are free and clear to move forward.
I copy.
This ISD,
Our launch
TIE
bay is
Defender
gone.
standing by.
TIE Defender, clear these out.
Setting up my run.
Clear these out. I didn't bring any kind
Awaiting
of
orders.
suppression. We need to take out this thing's, oh, you already did it. Mass drivers.
Enemy
Hey
in
guys, give me some of those missiles. Look at the fire rate of these. Think of like the Victory class, or even the Edelon. Like these things seem to fire really quick. Oh, there she is! There's the little salvage ship. This thing is so cool. This is a great base of operations for your players if you're GMing a game and you want to like introduce them to something that's not just another Millennium Falcon,
Copy.
right? And your players want a base, particularly if you've got a player who wants to be like a starfighter pilot, because that thing has a hangar bay. Yeah, it has a full hangar bay.
I copy.
Hey guys, there's a
Loading on
freighter
target.
right there that's been like weaponized. Can you just blast the, never mind. I got 75 salvage out of
Order,
that.
sir.
Seems high.
Move to attack.
All right, this is a victory for
Standing by.
us. Let's go ahead and move
Roger.
out. I want to attack move all
Move to
units.
attack.
Start moving towards that back base.
Reporting.
You hold your position. The enemy is fleeing, gentlemen. Well done. That was a moving. Oh man. When you show up at the equivalent of like an F4 Phantom when your enemy shows up with F-22. It's a little outdated. Still useful, but kind of outdated. What? What killed you? Did you get primaried or something? Sometimes I think these TIE Defender squadrons are just easy to hit. So even though they have shields, they're just easy to like follow behind. And they're slow enough for the
Planetary
other ships to
control
catch up to them really quickly, like interceptors.
Building started.
Somewhere in the math, their survivability isn't as survivable as you think, unless they come in great numbers. Okay, so the wheel. I see you. And it's time for intergalactic dibs while we dig in here. Yeah, Vader's not messing around. Nice thing about this little run is that the only planet we have to do a ground invasion of is Centauri's, which we owned not all that long ago. You still got a fleet lead? We do. ISD, looking good. Awesome. Probably mix up the fleet this time. Bring in the Super Star Destroyer. Call the wheel. Call dibs on the wheel. Because fighters get weird with the wheel. The actual space station. If you've ever seen it,
Construction
the wheel
complete.
has, you know, the space station way in the, ooh. Oh man. You've got an MC-80. The Freedom variant, the Disabler variant, the Brawler. There was a time in this campaign where they were just mass producing this. I think they did a game update that made it so they aren't just building 5 of those at a time. which surprisingly was actually fairly effective, because what it meant was the fleet was rotating through the shield generator, like the big shield bubbles. One would go down, and then another one would pop and turn on, and then that one would go down. But every one of them was defending the entire fleet. So by the time the 5th one went down, the fleet was like ready to go with the first one that went on. Let's bring in the Super Star Destroyer. Hi guys, how you doing? Don't get in the asteroid field.
Approaching.
That'll take some calculations.
Star Destroyer standing by.
We dropped out of hyperspace in firing range. I'm gonna hold back on reinforcements until we see what they commit to the fight. Look at that, the MC is actually taking a little bit of damage. It's popped in. No, that's the space station doing that. That is a gorgeous shot. Look at those engines. Oh man. I don't think there's been a game, a space-based like dogfighting game that's really done the Super Star Destroyer justice. Like that thing is big enough, it could be its own battle map. No, there was a game, I think it was a mod. Incoming Z95s. So far, I don't see any threats that I need to be really aware of or worried about. We're talking out, you can see the fire on the wheel itself is being engaged. We're taking out the subsystems. Annoying little Z95s are gonna keep doing little bits of hull damage because they do have concussion missiles. So let's solve this fighter problem right now.
Choose your reinforcements.
We don't even need to solve it, just send the TIEs.
TIE interceptor here.
We have the solution.
Empire.
The order has been given.
Heading out.
And then I'll bring in raiders.
Fall out. Let's
I'm
move
waiting
out.
for the space station
Let's
to
go.
pop so we can bring in stuff a little bit closer.
Reinforcements canceled.
If we feel like we even need it. I'm moving you guys up, moving you up. TIE fighters have managed to run out of everything. Our ISD is gonna rotate, and then we're just gonna go back to cinematic mode. The raiders going by. Oh, I salute you, Y-Wings. There is no braver pilot in the Star Wars universe than the Y-Wing pilot during the Galactic Civil War. You know why Y-Wings are so slow, right? It has nothing to do with the ship. It's because they're carrying around the giant balls of those pilots. I'm gonna fly this piss-slow, unmaneuverable monstrosity that in every engagement it's ever been in has been whacked out of the sky. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get work done.
Coordinates received.
Hey TIEs, we need backup over here.
Awaiting orders.
Because sometimes
Right
I end
away.
up being invaluable and getting the job done.
Keep going.
And if the X-Wings can't back you up, you're screwed, you're just dead. And the X-Wings are always busy because there are so many TIE fighters in the field. I'm pulling back this ISD. We kicked on his engines,
Awaiting your orders.
so he's got that little bit of maneuverability. It's weird to think about, but ISD-1s have best maneuverability of all the ISDs.
Interceptor squad reporting.
Yep, that is a true fact in this game because it has the engine boost ability. We are in a little bit of trouble here. What the hell, TIEs? I told you to attack move, but I didn't expect you to just bail.
Commander.
Shields are getting a little low. We did manage to take out the big space station. Are we missing this? Is that what's happening over here?
Reporting
I
in.
want you to cycle back around.
Choose your reinforcements.
Now I could bring in our strike fighters. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you in right here. We need to get some damage in. Hey, well, there's an MC just hanging out next to us. Can we kill that?
Where'd he go?
CR90, just gotta go fast. we did a Star Wars campaign. We actually streamed this one.
Roger that.
But it opened with Hera. It's during the Galactic Civil War. Hera was promoted to a ship captain of a CR90, a blockade runner. Now what's fun about that in the tabletop is that that character actually has her own stat sheet, and she has certain abilities. I need a carrier.
Let's go.
We need more anti-fighter capability. You have concussion burst missiles. Let's see if you can do some damage.
I got one.
Destroyer here.
Okay, we got the MC. Let's kill him. You guys target that.
Reporting.
Concussion rockets her away. I think they're going after the Liberation. The Liberator? Nope, don't know where those are going. They're just off into space. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's fine. Fire
Enabling
here.
their ion
Oh, a
cannon.
dreadnought?
Fire.
Don't rotate.
Heading out.
Don't rotate. But she has an ability that allows her to go to like max speed and then make whatever ship she's captaining even faster than its maximum speed. So what that ended up doing in our little campaign, it was one of the intro battles, setting the scene, was that she was able to like sprint in a blockade runner, which is already for its size a stupidly fast ship, because it's like mostly engines. Sorry, Tyes, I know you shouldn't be going after that one ship with flak on it, but they're 2 squadrons of you. I think you can win that. This is a poorly outfitted fleet for this job.
Imperial missile destroyer here.
Yes, Commander.
Fall back.
Initiating.
I need you to kill that Liberator before it kills our poor Gladiator. Talk about 2 ships that are basically equivalents of each other. Playing the same role, right? Kind of pocket carrier / pocket ISD. Fire support platform.
Ready.
You gotta kill it, you gotta kill it. Thank you. You turn around. Somehow the Rebellion has managed to stay in this fight. I'm gonna attack move you towards those space stations. Well, that's a captain that's crapping himself right now.
Get behind them.
His health is so low, he'd be reporting that like one of the decks are just missing. But yeah, Harrow was just this super fast captain,
Orders, sir. Excellent.
which was quite awesome.
Ready now.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
It's one of those weird things that you can do in the tabletop. You can
Defender
like,
squadron reporting.
you can spec a character
Orders, sir.
to be
Instructions
amazing in
received.
space battles. And depending on what your GM is running, you know, that can really either make a difference or you'll just never use those abilities. All right, TIE interceptors. Cleaning house. All right, Control A.
Yes,
All units form
Commander.
up.
Attacking target.
Gonna get you moving out. Except for, not that I think you can move very fast,
combat
because your
personnel
subsystem
standing
for
by.
engines is just missing, so the engines are gone. Man, those long-range turbos. We had a moment, and y'all could let me know if this is insane to you. Imagine this. You've got heavy turbo lasers and medium turbo lasers. This exists in Awakening Rebellion. This exists in a lot of the various games for Star Wars, right? They're just, you think heavy is more damage, probably fires a little bit slower. So what we realized for the Star Wars stat
Awaiting
list
orders.
is that heavy turbo lasers
Cannons
are
armed.
awful, and mediums are
Enemies in range.
super deadly. Because the way it works is, the stat difference is 2 damage difference between a medium and a heavy. So you're going from like a, I'm just gonna say some numbers, 'cause I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's like for between 5 and 7 damage, right? So it's not really that much damage. But the heavy gun can only fire once every 3 rounds. So you do the math, and the medium weapon does way more damage. Both the same range, right? There's 1 point of armor piercing more, but it's literally, the only difference is per shot, the heavies will do maybe 3 more damage maximum, right? But the mediums can apply their damage every other round versus every 3 rounds. So the math works out to being the mediums are just better in every way. Why? Why, FFG? Why are you like this?
Awaiting your orders.
Why did you think that was a
Fire at
good
will.
idea? You basically made it so Star Destroyers are worse because of
Roger
this,
that.
like one
Awaiting
thing.
your command.
It's just silly. TIE fighters
sir.
require your aid. Now this doesn't apply to Empire War, obviously. In this, we've got, I assume, our heavy turbo lasers like these. These are dual heavy long range, so ignore that, but they are longer range, they probably do more damage, they're probably slower to turn and acquire a target. Wow. This thing is a monster. The missiles. Goodbye, Rebel Space Station. And then all of the TIE fighters arrive.
Ready to receive orders.
And they're running.
Setting up my run, sir.
on our way to reinforce the heroes in the north. This plot's so funny to me. Just like how the campaign's turned out. Orsak shows up with literally thousands of individual units in the ground. And we hold them back. We lost all the raiders. That's painful. Those things build pretty slow. Understandably though, medium dockyard, there was an MC-80 there and 4 space stations. I didn't even notice the XQ-3. I'm fairly certain the long-range turbos took that out. But hey, it's a victory. We're gonna have to bring you up some more support units. So this fleet, I'm gonna pause and start getting a space station online. This fleet is hurting for support units. And raiders are good, but I don't know if they're the right choice for such a heavy, slow-moving fleet. So let me know what you think the support fleet that we're about to build should go with this. Like, what ships? Maybe Advanced Nebulon Bs, you know, the Imperial version. We could Doomstack. I mean, we could just go TIE Defenders, like just keep funneling the Defenders to them. And you have that Super Star Destroyer just flanked by thousands of TIE Defenders on every side. That's kind of cool. I mean, there's an argument even for like gunships, but they're not gonna be great at taking out fighters, right? They're gonna be more about taking out, that's kind of light repeaters. You could do something weird and take on Howling Runners, just go for advanced fighters the whole way. The Prey Bird. Although the Prey Bird was quite unpopular when it was first introduced, it was used extensively by the Imperial Remnant in support of traditional TIE models. Impressive all-rounders able to take on fighters and corvettes. Prey Birds are also feature a special rear-facing missile launcher to deter pursuit should a retreat become necessary. It's got a butt launcher. A passive ability is a co-pilot range boost. Max range 3,000. Whoa, weird. Okay. So we could do something weird. Or, alternative, put it in the comments if you think this is a good idea. We go really heavy into just old school Kazanti carriers. They're cheap, we can mass produce them. We can have like wave after wave of TIE Interceptors, Brutes, and Bombers. And we can build them fast too. Because we can build them in multiple places because they're fairly cheap and easy to make. Doesn't take much. That could be really funny. They're also only a build cap of 2. The same build cap as gunships. There was a time when these were broken. They were super powerful because they were super tanky for some reason. All right, everybody. I will see you all in the next one. Keep an eye out for the new Sin series. Keep an eye out for coverage of hopefully Star Trek Armada 4 because that mod's in the works now. That's exciting. Thank you for joining me. You guys know what to do if you're new around here. Yep. Bye, everybody.